Okay. I will echo your sentiments that I personally believe Biden is better than Trump. I think that's a softball for me to hit here. But beyond that, I will also just agree with you in the point that I think Biden is very likely to be a one-term president on his own volition if he was to win as well.
Yeah.
With that said, Amanda, he acknowledged that you two might have a difference of opinion here. What do you think in terms of what we should do with Joe Biden this upcoming election?
All right. So first off, this has nothing to do with Bernie and everything to do with Biden. I mean, everything that we have complained about with Donald Trump, Biden has done too. Trump dodged the draft. So did Biden. Trump, he deports immigrants. So did Joe Biden and Obama. Donald Trump grabbed pussies. So did Joe Biden. I don't understand. Like, seriously. Like, how more hypocritical can we be? I don't get it. Like, why switch one pussy grabber for another one? Jesus Christ.
I can't go on.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Let me jump in really quick. Amanda, I'm gonna jump in really quick, and then I'll give you back your few minutes. So I totally understand. We don't want to be hypocrites of who we voted for and who do we want to vote in 2016. Totally understand. If Joe Biden's a drafter, so be it. If he wasn't President Obama was deporting immigrants, and so be it. But I didn't vote for Obama. Wasn't my first pick, and so that's that. So we can change the past. And then as far as the quote unquote grabbing, so we need to make sure that we've given Tara Reid her opportunity to speak up. And even Joe Biden said, let her speak up. I'd rather have someone acknowledge that, like, hey, let her speak up. Let her give her story rather than Trump, who's saying, oh, no, never happened. Oh, no, they're lying. Oh, no.
Are you kidding? He said, like, after months of ignoring her, after blackballing her from Congress. Sorry.
But
that could be a whole long debate. Maybe we bring you back for that.
but again, and I like Amanda's, she gives great points. And again, it's hard because, again, we don't want to be hypocrites of who we vote. But the same thing is, too, we have to remember one key thing. The votes. Who has gotten the most votes so far? So people didn't like this about Joe Biden. He wouldn't have been the presumption nominee. So we keep forgetting that like, oh, well, he's not a great candidate. And maybe you're, Amanda, he's not the best candidate or the perfect one. We have to remember this. It's the plurality wins all. He has the most votes. He's getting the most votes. So that's what I'm going to say.
That infested our election is infesting that election. So that's like saying Suzanne got the most votes. So, then we got to get behind her. It's the same.
Well, that's the question. Are you all going to be voting for Suzanne? I mean, it does actually ask that question, but I want to bring Heidi in. You've been here on the sidelines on this. I want to ask you both those questions. What do you think about the situation that we have currently with Joe Biden? And then do you want to support Suzanne in the fall? Obviously, it's a very safe blue district, but how do you feel about it?
I guess I feel kind of the same way about the Suzanne situation as I do Joe Biden. I mean, I'm also in a safe blue state. So I can do what I want with my presidential vote. Like, that's the way I look at it. I'm very pragmatic. So if I was in a swing state, I would look at things differently. I've always voted that way. I vote just strategy and pragmatic. So frankly, I'll vote whoever I want. In November, I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm a little bit on the fence. I don't like Joe Biden. I'm not going to make any qualms about that. I do think he's better than Trump. When it comes down to it, if I was looking at both and I actually really had to pick one, obviously I would pick Joe Biden. I mean, if that, but the thing is like, I don't have to do that. I can do whatever I want because it's my vote. And so I could do a protest vote, I could vote whatever. I could vote for Vermin Supreme. I could write in Andrew Yang. I could do whatever the heck I want with my vote because I'm in a safe area with it. So what I think is yeah, I'm not a fan of Joe Biden for things that he's done in his actual political career. Like, just looking at his record, I'm not a fan of it. I'm definitely not a fan of Trump. The advantage that Trump has is a short political career, which is why I think Trump has a huge advantage because he doesn't have a voting record. Biden does, and Trump is going to go hard at Biden's voting record and Biden's actions in any single way he can. And there's so much he can go dive into. And that's problematic to me. So I wish that the Democratic Party would have picked somebody who's more of an outsider or at least had a better voting record.
You mean the voters?
Yeah, it's true. It is partially the voters picked a better person, but part of it
the voters, but they're in the Democratic
There's a lot
Party.
of other factors too.
I mean, most Democratic voters support the DNC, and that's the fact of it. As progressives, we might want to think that's not the case.
But this election, we had 20 candidates. So I think for this, at least presidential election, we can say that there was only 2 people, Hillary or Bernie. We have 20 great individuals.
No, because you had, so they stacked it. The DNC stacked it with moderates who then conveniently dropped out and gave all their support to Biden at the very end. So they were way ahead of you on that one.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But you're absolutely right. People stack behind Biden, but what counts the most? Votes. Not endorsements, votes.
Okay, but he didn't win Iowa. I mean, freaking Pete Buttigieg did. So
but
he didn't win the first key states. So he had the votes by the time everybody dropped out and said, "I'll vote for him." Yeah, of course.
So I'm gonna add this one thing. This is why I have issues with Bernie. When he was leading in Iowa, New Hampshire, he said in a town hall, or I guess in a Q&A, the person with the most votes and popular votes at the moment, if given a tie, should be the nominee. Everyone should drop out. That wasn't his position in 2016. He challenged Hillary to the convention. He even wanted to push superdelegates to his way and trying to convince him otherwise. You can't have it both ways, Bernie.
Nobody's perfect, like you said. Right?
Yeah, exactly. But remember,
I gotta bring this back into control here. We're going off the rails a little bit, but because we got Ricky here on an island right now. I gotta give him some respect for taking the side. I just wanted to clarify. Amanda, you've acknowledged that you're not going to be voting for Joe Biden. What do you think you're going to be doing instead?
I'm going to be voting for the Green Party. I think that if we want a third party, that we need to encourage people to vote for the Green Party so that they can get the federal funding, so that they can get on the debate stage, so that we can really, truly have a third party out there and give people a serious third choice.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's a good argument. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a good argument. I'm definitely for that kind of logic, Amanda, better than telling people not to vote at all, which I've heard some people on the left say, and I say, no Green Party then. Don't just not vote at all,
Yeah, I want to echo that sentiment. I did a whole video on this. I call it, vote no matter who. I hate vote blue no matter who, but vote no matter who.
Vote for somebody, please.
Down ballot, and we need to hit these thresholds if you're going to do that. And, in my personal opinion, I kind of echo, Heidi's sentiment. I'm a district by district person. If I'm in a swing area, I'm going to tell you, go vote for Joe Biden. It's the better option right now. Yep. I live in safe blue, New Jersey. Frankly, my district's even more blue than your district was. So I have all the freedom in the world. So I want to thank you all, though, for being here today.